The Joe Rogan Experience.
Been in some hairy situation on cliffs where storms rolled in, blacked out, and just had to hunker down in like a cave, right, and just wait it out. But nothing horrible. Your kidney stone was bad, but really like some of the things you'd think that would happen. If I die back there, it's probably not going to be from a bear. I'm probably going to fall off a cliff. Like that's the one thing that I would guess would happen.
That's how Cam's buddy Roy died.
Yeah,
which is a sheep hunt.
Serious. That one there is probably worse than any. The chances of having a bear eat you is so slim, but lightning and cliffs are probably the worst ones.
Yeah, lightning is another fucking scary one, huh? Like that's a normal experience out there. There's lightning storms.
Yeah, and in that one area, the Sangre de Cristos is a mountain range, and it's like scientifically worse there because of the heat from the ground and the cold from above. The lightning storms there, we go down there just to photograph them.
What do you do if you're in a lightning storm? Do you get near trees? Because if you get near trees, what if the trees get hit?
I'm going to give you horrible advice. I don't do shit. I just get in my tent and do my thing.
Really? So when there's a lightning storm, you just lay in your tent and hope it doesn't hit you?
Well, I mean, the reality of it is as they blow over, you may be causing, and I'm not an expert at this. It's just if it's my time, it's my time. So I just get in and I listen to an audiobook and try and pretend it's not there. And that is probably horrible advice, but the reality is my buddy.
What audiobook would you listen to when you're almost dying from a lightning storm?
The Crow Killer, Jeremiah Johnson.
Oh, damn, you're getting serious mountain man.
Yeah, I'd listen. That one helps me go to sleep. That dude's voice is what helps me go to sleep. So, but my buddy, which I don't know if I can say his name because he's on an ODA team, him and his buddy, this fucking guys get hit with lightning in the spot where we killed a bull, and he texts me, and he said something about this reminded me of, I think he got hit with an RPG or something. And I'm like, well, dude, are you good? That's a hell of a build-up to a story with no finish, right? He's got scars where the lightning came out of its. Oh no, that's where it entered, and then it blew the front of his buddy's shoe out.
What?
Fucking, they hiked out.
Hit him in the back and blew his buddy's shoe off.
Because they hit them both at the same time. And so I would guess they were probably more trained than I was, and whatever they did didn't work. So anymore, Frank and I just hunkered down and I listened to an audiobook.
Remy Warren got hit with lightning in high school, if I remember correctly, and I think he lost a sense of smell.
No shit.
Yeah, something wacky like that.
Remember that movie with what was it? The big dude, the actor, where the guy gets hit lightning. He's like 6 times, and he's like, "Oh, you've been hit with lightning 6 times?" He's like, "No, 66 times." You remember that shit, John Candy?
Yeah, yeah.
With The Great Outdoors.
Well, there's a guy that has been hit like a record number of times. There's one guy. See if you can find that. There's one dude that, for whatever reason, they don't know, they don't understand it, but he's been hit by lightning multiple times. And it's not because he's looking for it. Like he's particularly attractive to lightning for some strange reason.
I think I'm particularly attracted to black bears.
7 times.
Good God.
Yeah, he's a ranger, park ranger.
Yeah, come on, man. So Roy Cleveland Sullivan, he died in 1983, United States Park Ranger in Shenandoah National Park in Virginia. Between 1942 and 1977, Sullivan was hit by lightning on 7 different occasions and survived all of them. I would go home and talk to my wife and see if she put some voodoo on.
That reminds me of that saying I have: if it was raining pussy, you get hit in the head with a dick. That guy's bad luck.
Yeah,
that is
7
horrible.
times. It's crazy. That doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, I just don't worry about it though anymore.
What'd you say, Jamie?
This one says another guy got hit 10 times.
Ooh,
10?
God.
Another guy's like, "I'll show you, pussy."
Yeah, 10 times.
Put a fucking metal hat on.
Yeah, it's just. I think though you get desensitized to different things, and lightning is definitely one where I just kind of hang out in the tent and.
It cooks you from the inside out like being in a microwave, he says. Man 61 survives being struck by lightning 10 times. Melvin Roberts made headlines in 2011 for being hit 6 times in 1 year. Wife said he's been struck another 4 times. South Carolina man suffered memory loss, headaches, speech problems, and has nerve damage in his hands and leg. Like, I'm so confused. I don't understand why it keeps hitting him. Let me see what that guy looks like. No. He looks like a guy who's been hit by lightning 10 times.
Yeah, because usually it'll blow the end of your toes off.
Really?
Yeah, where it exits.
A single lightning strike is made up of several 100 million volts. What the fuck, man?
Yeah, we've been on in lightning strikes where they hit trees close by. It just blows them up into shrapnel. It's pretty wild.
How's it not kill people?
Yeah, that's where it exited the toe.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Nerve damage in his leg and foot as a result of the lightning strikes.
That might change your idea.
It says
of
Roy
going in the
Sullivan
woods.
is the current world record holder.
Yeah.
And then he was hit 7 times, the guy that we were talking about. He died in 1983 by his own hand. Oh, no.
That's not good.
Yeah, you got to wonder, like, what's left after you've been hit 7 times? Like, your shit must be scrambled.
I don't know, man, but those are the things that'll probably get you. You know, like talking about, bears is like the last thing I worry about. Lightning's that's a real problem.
What is there a way to get it to hit something else? Like, if you're in your tent, would it hit the tent and not you, or would it just go right through the tent?
I think it'd go through the tent. I saw it hit an old growth tree once and blow a 180-foot tall tree into pieces, and I'm like, oh, that did not look appealing. You know, as
You
a
watched
kid.
it happen?
Yeah, and that's not uncommon either. Because if you have service, you can see where it's going, right? Like the one that passed 2 years ago, I knew Frank was fucked because it was going by me literally 400 yards, and I'm watching cloud to ground. And I'm like,
Wow.
texting Frank, I'm like, dude, buckle your shit up, it's coming. And it went right in front of me and over Frank. And, Frank's so funny. He literally called me. He's like, I'm okay, sir. And I'm like, how'd it go? He's like, that was not cool. And he had video of it striking, all around him. But the thing,
Oh,
like
my
he said,
God.
is where's he going to go? Because he's just running into a storm, right? You're not going to outrun it.
What do you do? What are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to
You're
go near
supposed to
trees?
get into depression and hunker down is what you're
Into a
supposed
depression,
to.
like
Yep.
some sort of a valley? What's it say, Jim?
I was reading through Roy Sullivan's Wikipedia. It says he got struck 2 other times. Once when he was a kid, but it didn't hurt him, so he didn't claim it. And then another time, his wife got struck while he was helping her with the clothes, but he didn't get hurt that time either. So I guess he didn't claim that time.
What, is he a fucking alien? Like, why would one guy get hit so many times?
I'm trying to read why it says, but like it does. There's no reasoning why or anything like that.
That's so weird. Like, what about a person's biological makeup would be so different that lightning would be attracted to them?
I don't know. He's got some serious static electricity. The thing is, like with, the more you're out there, epic shit happens. Well, I guess you might not consider it epic, but I mean, the more.
He's a park ranger. So.
Right, that's what I mean. Like you're out there, and then you think about how much time I'm out there. Crazy shit's gonna happen if you're in the woods a lot. I mean, there's the Wolverine.
Yeah.
It's a 1 in a billion chance for that to happen. I mean, that's literally. But the more you're out there, shit's gonna happen.